Hello, my name is swissbianco. In this video I will talk about the old-timer knife from Schrade. This is the newer version made in China by Taylor brand. We're gonna do an unboxing. I have 3 of those knives. So we see how that gonna look. The box is pretty big. That is because of the sheet, the pocket that comes with it. We see on the side old timer, and the flats are the same. We have MA1, and then on this side we see clearly it's a Taylor brand's old timer Schrade. So that is not made in USA, it's made in China. It's the new cheap versions. As I open the box, we see the item comes factory sealed. In there we have a silica gel. Those are not for throwaway. You can use that for storage to prevent that the item get humid inside a box or something. That is really good. Then we see the pouch. The Chinese have not much an idea about embroidery, at least those that did this job. They embroidered Schrade in black on a black pouch. Doesn't make too much of a sense. Then as we open it up, we see there is some parts that do fray, so we need to flame that off with a big lighter. Inside we have the knife that is packaged also in a clear plastic. Then we have the knife. That is how the item looks. We have a two-hand opening blade. We see the deep pressed in grooves there for two-hand opening. The stainless steel what they use is unknown, something from China, quite likely in the 420 quality range. It has a lock back system, a rubberized handle. They used torque screw for the whole construction. We have a lanyard hole that is around 4 mm in diameter. It should a bit tight work with paracord. And as we look inside, we see a absolute thin spring there. The spring is about 2 mm wide. We have to say that those items are relatively cheap made. That is how that is. The price that I did pay for is less than $6, and that is pretty much how that is. If we look on the paperwork quick in between, we see Taylor brands wanna make a lot of advertising. There's some information how to open it and how to clean it. That's pretty much it. Gonna go in the trash as well. So we see they make 2 variants, one in a part serrated edge and one in a plain edge. Surprisingly, the cutting edge was pretty good. I did already test it out a bit and whittle with them. They came I would say 99% sharp from the factory, not on these 3 pieces here. Really good from this point. With the serrations they had a bit a problem there, so they did grind too much in the blade. The plain edge ones are better in that regard. If I would select again, quite likely I would take only the plain edge ones. but I did wanna show the parts rated one in the video as well. Now for the biggest problem of that design, it's basically the handle. It's not strong enough for that size. The knife is relatively big. We see that on my bigger hand. It's quite a size on that handle. It's a two-part construction. We have this side together with the spacer, and then we have the other side on top of it. Problem is, we see already there is some gaps in between. It's a rubberized material, so that's never gonna lay flat. And what is the main problem is this one here. Hope the camera see that is pliable really well, and this is only in this direction. If you hold it in your hand and you put force on it, that part here gonna flex in that direction as well. So it's really not for hard use. I would say it's comparable with a Spyderco knife, the plastic versions that they did make back then without the metal liner. Those were a bit flexible too, not the newer ones who all have the metal liners below it. That for sure did help, and this knife here would also be better with at least a little bit of metal in the handle. So for hard use, I would not suggest that. The size is pretty big. That would be, in my regards, well for harder use, but with that fragile handle style, how they did it with that wiggle, that's not gonna work. I feel that will break on me in the worst moment. So for me, that is more for lighter use. Some will end as gifts, and they're gonna tell the people that they're not gonna overuse it. It's really not like a Buck 110. If we also, I want to mention, if we also see the Buck Light, the Buck 110 in the light version with the plastic handle, that would already have a way more robust construction than this Schrade old-timer knife. I did use the Buck in its original light variation and the newer one that they started a while back with manufacturing again for quite some time, and that knife really works. I have a couple of them, different colors, and also the selector. So that knife has already more stability than this one. So all in all, for the price, that is okay, $5–6, but it's the question, how much is the sheath worth compared to the knife? We have the Velcro and we have the belt loop on 3 places, but the handle is simply too weak. I would not suggest to buy that if you only have 1 or 2 knives. Better spend a bit more money, or get a different variation of a knife that has a bit a more durable handle. So that much about the Schrade Oldtimer, the new Chinese made version from Taylor brand.